Mike Stoddard, the owner, will be with us to answer your questions about paint, wallpaper staining, anything that has to do with home decorating. That's coming up. And at 11, we will learn about resourceful recycling, which has to do with recycling all those electronic things you have. We will talk to Chris Clough about that coming up at 11 on Focus. But for this hour, it is safe to say that next weekend, Frankenmuth is going to the dogs, because it is the annual Dog Bowl coming to Frankenmuth. And we have a couple of guests with us this morning to talk about it. First of all, he is the general manager of the Frankenmuth River Place Shops, and he is Garrett Kerr. Garrett, good morning.
Good morning, Art.
Thanks for being with us today.
Oh, a pleasure to be here.
And also with us from the River Place Shops, the director of events, Bethany Childs. Bethany, good morning.
Good morning, Art.
So how many years for the Dog Bowl now? It's got to go back, 7, 8 or more?
So this is actually the 18th year of Dog Bowl.
Yeah, I went back more. 18th.
Yes.
18th?
Yes, 18th year. We're very excited for this year.
I blinked somewhere along the way.
Right, that's a lot of dogs all those years.
That's a lot of dogs over the dam. Yeah, no doubt about that. My goodness gracious. So the Dog Bowl, in its concept, let's explain first of all what it is from an overview structure.
Sure. So Dog Bowl is the world's largest Olympic-style event for dogs. So what does that mean? We've got dock dog diving competitions, disc dog competitions, canine races, police canine demos, just all sorts of events and activities where you can see these dogs jumping high, diving far, and just putting on the show of their lives.
And we should point out, not enough that Frankenmuth has one event going on. You actually couple it with the balloons event. You have the
Absolutely, balloons over Bavarian Inn.
Yeah,
yep. And
so that's going on at the same time.
Right, having over 5,000 dogs isn't enough for us. We've got to bring out all these hot air balloons every night, Thursday night through Monday morning. We've got balloon flights in the morning and at night, and these great glows where you can see these envelopes light up.
So, if I would just describe Frankenmuth during this particular weekend, which is Memorial Day weekend,
yep,
I would describe it as a parking lot. Traffic is going to be a bear.
It is, but great news. We have free parking right on site thanks to Bigfoot Pro Services. So plenty of parking space available to come have fun for Dog Bowl weekend and for the balloons.
So let's talk about all of these dog activities are located right there at River Place Shops.
Absolutely.
In the big parking area behind it, in the big area behind it.
We shut down our big portion of our parking lot and our pit lot to inflate the big pool for the dock dogs diving. Also out on Frankenmuth Credit Union event field, we fill that up. That's where the hot air balloons launch from. That's where we've got barn hunt and lure coursing your dog can participate in, and the fun disc dog activity. And then right inside the complex, we take up every available ounce of space, Art. And they've got the Rock and Roll Canine Show, which is an agility show people love. And then we even put on a pet costume contest and Dog Breeds of the World, of course. So, anywhere you look on property, we've got something fun going on.
Just out of curiosity, are people invited to bring their dogs?
Oh, absolutely.
And
the more
what
dogs
are the
in
requirements?
So the only thing that we require is just that it's self-contained, but we definitely want the dogs to come out and have some fun. There's activities they can partake in that's free. They sign up right on the spot, just at our information booth, and those activities are the fun runs. And then we have wiener dog races, too, which is always a hit.
That's really something to see. But we're very lucky, all the doggies who come. They're generally very well behaved, oftentimes better behaved than the people. So
I can understand that.
Yeah. We've got, your standard poop bags around that you might need to help pick up.
And do use them.
Yes.
Use them for sure. And water, and we got a fun puppy play park sponsored by LaFontaine and Bertrand, where your dog can kind of get off leash and run and socialize with some other pups.
And if they need to cool down, we have doggy play pools in there, too. They can take a splash and dip in.
Yep. So all are welcome.
On average, how many dogs do you get to participate? Do you have any idea?
We see over 5,000 dogs.
How many?
Yes, 5,000 dogs. That is correct. We see every year it grows. We see even more.
I was expecting hundreds, not thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands. It's absolutely incredible to see all dogs inside the complex, having fun, and then participating wise, all of our events tend to get filled. So it's really great to just see all dogs in action. And even if they're just taking a stroll inside the complex, it's a lot of fun.
So now I understand, Garrett, why you said it's the largest
Yes,
in the world.
in the world.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Only Frankenmuth.
Yep. Well, we know how to have fun, Art. But,
Yeah, that's yeah. Now, so let's talk about timing. When do all the dog events start?
So right at 9 a.m. We kick off right at 9 a.m. on Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th. It goes 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., but we definitely want you to hang around because that's when balloons start, is later in the evening. So you can stay on site. We're still serving food. We're serving lemonade, thanks to Bill's Lemonade, and it's just a really great time to stay and enjoy those nightly glows or evening flights too.
So it's going to be a lively weekend in Frankenmuth.
it
It
sure
is.
is. And
You said the balloons start on Thursday?
yep, Thursday
Yes.
night. That's the first flight. Then Friday morning again. Those are early morning flights. I mean, beautiful against that sunrise. But you got to get out on property probably before 7 if you want to see those go up. And then Friday night, for the first time, Dock Dogs is doing a dual dog diving competition. So there's going to be some fun activities if you want to get out early. Our famous Bavarian Inn lemonade tent is going to be open serving in the pit that night, along with some food and beverage as well, if you want to make a Friday out of it.
And all of this happens at River Place, which is done very well for itself, particularly in the last few years. I mean, River Place is doing well, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you. It's a beautiful, our Bavarian themed shopping village. We take pride in just how neat and tidy we keep it and welcoming to our guests. We are, full up with shops. I've got no occupancy, which is just a wonderful
Really?
place to be. Yep.
Poor you.
I know. It's really a tragedy to not have to be doing leases every other month.
So what do you do to keep busy during the day? I mean, you have nothing to do.
I know. I just kick back. Don't let Michael Zender know. But I wheeled one of the fold-out beds from the hotel into my office. Just take a snooze.
Take a nap every day. Watch some movies.
How many shops are there?
We've got about 42 shops and experiences. So we've got a few things on property that aren't, retailers. So there's the Mirror Maze, the Bavarian Bell Riverboat, the Blacksmith Experience. So, I count them as stores, but they're more experiential retail where you can come in and do something. And then new additions, we've got the Spice and Tea Exchange and Saturday Morning Decor and Design are my newest merchants who have joined us. So it's always something new to come and see. And even our longtime tenants, they're always seeing things that they can refresh and have new offerings and new sales and new promotions.
Yeah, some of them have been there a long time.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking the popcorn place has been there a while.
Yep,
Yes.
they are one of our originals, and
That's what I thought.
they're popping some great flavors every day.
Enough to drive you nuts when you go in there.
Oh, it is. You can smell that wafting across, and yep, I got to get that. I like their extraterrestrial mix, so it's like a
So I have
caramel
to-
corn with the M&Ms in it.
I have to ask, with the dog bowl being there that weekend, do you have a doggy shop? I know you did. Do you still have one?
Yes, so that is Hello Cats and Dogs, and they're actually our Dog Bowl headquarters. So they got all your Dog Bowl merch that you want to get, and they have some new exciting things this year. So they'll have a vendor booth right on the complex, right by Rock and Roll Canines. But then their store, they also have some really great deals going on during Dog Bowl weekend, and that's right near the Olive Oil Company. It's just right in the heart of the complex. Can't miss it.
She says, and she's there every day. Of course you can't miss
Of course
it.
you can't miss it.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with our guests. Again, the Dog Bowl in Frankenmuth coming up next weekend, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 24th and 5th. Big days, but there'll be dual docking and some competition on Friday with the Dock Dogs. Let me take a moment to talk about McDonald Ford in Freeland, my car dealer, because right now, as you know, you look around and you say, gee, I want to buy something that's made in America, and sometimes it's tough to find. And then, on top of that, add to it the uncertainty of tariffs. It's become more important to try and find things made in America. Well, McDonald Ford took that to heart. In anticipation of tariffs, they stocked their lot with tariff-free vehicles, and they have many more en route. And not only are they tariff-free, but Ford is offering employee pricing for everyone. That means you pay the same price as Ford employees. In addition, Chrysler and import buyers, if you're considering a Ford, you're going to receive the lowest price offered. Chevy truck buyers can now get a truck maybe they've wanted in the past, a Ford F-150 pickup, best-selling pickup in America, also at employee pricing. So you see, now's the right time to visit McDonald Ford M47 in Freeland for the best selection and the lowest possible price. Don't let tariffs prevent you from getting the vehicle of your choice at a price you can afford. Visit McDonald Ford in Freeland today. Remember, tariff-free and employee pricing for everyone. And by the way, Ford has announced they are extending employee pricing through July 6th.
Seems everything costs more these.
Do you know of anybody that sells elephant ears in Frankenmuth?
We do. We actually have one
You
of our food and beverage tents right out on the Frankenmuth Credit Union event field by where you watch the balloons. We've got a fryer out there where we do elephant ears.
Oh, you see, here I thought I was going to just, have a throwaway. And
Yep.
You got an answer?
Yep, I got an answer. We're all about hospitality, Art. We want a little something for everyone.
and that's really what this is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, you get 5,000 dogs. How many people go through this thing?
Oh my gosh, over 100,000 easily. Last year, we can definitely say that with the beautiful weather we experienced last year, we would probably say around like 120,000, but 100,000 plus is typically what we see, just to see all within the complex and going around. There's plenty to do. So we have a ton of vendors that we host, and they sell anything from pet-related products. We have artisans that do jewelry. There's some great T-shirts and cups, but then all the pet-related products you can think of. So from treats to leashes to collars, everything. We have over 60 vendors. Plenty to do, shop, and experience for your dogs and yourself. But then to go along with them, we have what's called Rescue Row. So we host animal shelters and rescues.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
So you can adopt.
You can. Yep. You can come out. A lot of them bring their puppies that they have currently. So you can see, some of them let you take them on a walk just to see and feel what they're like with you as an owner. But you can adopt right on site and fill out the paperwork with those. But then learn more about the shelters and rescues and see how you can help and give back too if you have that spare time.
And I kidded about it earlier, but you're encouraged to bring your dog, aren't you?
Absolutely.
certainly.
Definitely bring your dog.
Well, you bring your dog. I'm not bringing my dog. I know my dog.
I don't know. Maybe we get her out there in the, one of the fun runs. We've got under 50 pounds, over 50 pounds. So you might like to
Oh,
see
dear,
her,
really?
bounding,
You haven't
bounding down the race.
separated out that way by
We do,
size
yep.
of dogs?
Yep. And we run multiple races on Saturday and then the wiener dog races on Sunday. But on the fun runs, all breeds are welcome. And we've seen some interesting pups running those.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Tell us about the dog diving off the docks. That's a big event, isn't it? I mean,
Yes.
It's international in scope. I mean, they do it all over the world, don't they?
Yes. So they do a few different wave competitions. You have to sign up through docdogs.com. For that competition. They'll walk you through the process for signups. But they do many different big wave jumps. And that's anything from retrieving the toy in the pool to the length of the dive in the pool. And it's overall just a splashing good time to jump in that pool and have the walk.
A what kind of good time?
Splashing good
thought that's
time.
what you
There you go. Yep. And they do retain some spots where if you don't sign up in advance, you come and it looks like a lot of fun. You can sign up on site day of. They've got a tent that Doc Dogs can get you squared away with, the waivers and the rules for your pup to get up there in the pool. You can also get to the Doc Dogs webpage via the link on our page, dogbowlfun.com. And that's got plenty of also additional info about all of our great sponsors and map of the property, parking and dining options. So
So
a lot of great info.
You mentioned that Friday night they have a special event for the divers. So what is that event all about?
So that is the Dueling Doc Dogs. So this is a new and exciting event that they're going to be doing from 4 to 7 on Friday. We're very intrigued to see it. We're very just excited to see what's going on during that event. And we're learning along with it just to see and experience. But it's going to be really exciting. They're
Two dogs go off at the same time?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a side by side, see
Let's
who
try
goes
to-
longer
yeah.
and stronger.
yeah.
And that starts at what time?
4. So 4 is the registration. So you'll definitely want to get there to register if you haven't done so already. And then the first jump is at 5 p.m.
And that lasts how long? How long will that go on that evening?
Until 7 p.m., and then you'll want to stick around for those balloons that will be going up or doing the nightly glows.
Of course you do.
Yeah, with those dueling dogs, they run a couple waves to narrow down their field, and then I believe 7 o'clock's the the final, so they
Yes.
can name a winner of that dueling dog competition.
And these dogs come from all over, literally.
All
Oh,
over.
they do.
Yes. Yep.
So, wow.
Yeah, they
Now,
would compete for what, bragging rights or wagging rights? I don't know. One or the other.
I mean, there's a list of events fills up a page. Give us an idea of some of the other events going on during the weekend that
Yeah.
are dog related.
So we have the lure course. We're very excited for that. So that is sign up on site, and you get to chase like a little plastic.
It's like a rabbit tail.
Yeah, yep. That goes around. There's some jumps in there, so your dogs get to get in action, do some running around that course. We also have the Tail Wagon Hooligans barn hunt. So that is more of a scent finding for dogs. So they
It's like
get
a tracking thing.
Yeah, yep. Put their noses to the test, and
Let's go back to this lure thing for a minute because they're going to be chasing this rabbit tail sort of thing.
Yep.
yes.
Dogs don't have to be trained to do this, do they? They just will do it.
Right,
They'll
they
do it
innately
naturally.
know.
Yes.
Anybody's dog. I mean, you don't have to
Oh,
have
yeah.
some of these things your dog does not have to be specially trained for.
Absolutely not. We encourage all the dogs to participate and have fun, beginner friendly, everything like that. And the operators that run both courses, they will explain everything to you, but everyone's welcome. You don't have to be experiential at it. Beginners are definitely welcome just to get your dog in action, have some fun.
It's very popular. There's a long line for it every year.
Yes.
And this year they have a photo option as well. So it's an opportunity to get some really cool shots of your dogs, jumping over something or, looking crazy running after that rabbit tail. Nice souvenir to take home.
Okay, so that's the lure event.
Yep.
Yes.
So what else?
So we got that barn hunt. So that's the scent finding test for dogs.
What are they sending?
So they will be sniffing for rats. So the rats are contained.
I hope so.
Yes, no rats on the loose here.
These are live rats?
Yes, yep, there'll be live rats.
Right.
When they find the live rat, it is contained in a plastic container, and that is the overall goal to find that live rat. So there's 3 stages: the beginner, medium, and then more
Advanced.
advanced. And advanced is finding that live rat, but it's more on the easier side for dogs. They start on with the beginner of just finding the litter smell for the rat, and then the second one is more of a fake rat, but just has the scent. And then once they find that live rat, that's when they really win the prize and get to have bragging rights and wagging rights.
Mm-hmm.
So are there costs to participate in these things?
Yes, so for the lure course, it's only $15 per dog, but it's very exciting. We're able to partner with them and the barn hunt. We will be, when you participate, the $15, $5 goes back to Dog Bowl. And what that money does is we donate it to all the local rescues and shelters that we host. So when you participate, you're not only having fun with your dog, but you're also giving back for those local rescues and shelters. Same with barn hunt, that is $10. And again, some money goes back for the local animal rescues and shelters.
And there's more to talk about, folks, and we will do that when we return here on the Art Lewis Show with our guests from Frank and Ruth River Places and the Dog Bowl next weekend.
Attention homeowners.
And that is where we do the pet costume contest. And we have the top 3 winners. It is definitely hard to choose. We've seen everything from, oh goodness, Taylor Swift,
Yep.
lions,
There's always a lion out there. Yeah.
ladybugs, so many great
Little Bo
costumes.
Peep and her sheep. It's people go all out for it. And that's also, we crown annually our Dog Bowl King and Queen and Prince and Princess. And they are our grand marshals that lead that parade art. It's really something.
Are there demonstrations too? Police dogs and the like?
There are. So we have 3 police canine demonstrations each day. They range for early in the morning, mid-afternoon, and then later in the evening. And that's really great to see. You get to see the canines out there doing a sniff test. And then you also get to see them protecting their police. They got that jumpsuit on there. You get to see the dog wagging around, jumping on that jumpsuit.
Yeah, we got a bet in the office that someone's going to have to get in that jumpsuit this year. I think it's going to be Bethany. So.
Is that a
Tumble
bite
around.
suit where
Yeah.
the dog grabs the
Yep.
arm? Oh,
Yeah.
a Let me know who does it.
Okay.
Good luck. I've seen those dogs.
Yeah, they are fierce animals, but great service members.
Yes.
And they happen throughout the day several times.
Yes.
Three different times.
Yep, 3 different
Saturday
times.
and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Just a great educational experience for the public to see.
Yeah, and we love our police canines. That's the Dog Bowl is it's a nonprofit, and this is a free event, but we do rely heavily on money brought in from our sponsors, so that we can support these police canines and these rescues that we talked about on Rescue Row.
Because it is a give back. You do end up
Yes.
giving money to various canine organizations, including police, right?
Yep, that's our primary goal in doing this. Is that last year we had a record year for sponsorships, and we're grateful for all our sponsors. Again, we're grateful this year, and things are looking good. We gave a record $40,000 back to
Whoa.
the rescues and the police canine units last year. So we're very proud of that and all the good work Dog Bowl can do.
And again, for the public, it's free to get in.
It is
Absolutely.
very free. Yep.
So let's talk a little more about the River Place shops. The concept's been around now for a while,
Yep, 2001 we opened.
2001, and it really hasn't changed much. It looks pretty much the same, doesn't it?
Yep, it's cobblestone sidewalks through a Bavarian themed village. Our sidewalks are heated for snow melt during the winter, so it's a great place to come and walk if it's frosty outside. And then we're getting our streams up and running and flowers out this afternoon, actually. So just a beautiful vista, great place to take pictures, and of course you got to shop and eat there as well.
Well, I mean, you talk about food.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the food stores there, because there is a bunch.
Well, obviously, I've got a plug for our famous Bavarian and chicken, and you can't miss that. But once you're full on that family style and you're ready to to get a little something else, you're coming
walk
over.
it off.
Right. There's La Crepe du Jour. We hit that one up for lunch often,
Yes.
maybe more often than we should. But they've got savory crepes
So it's a
and sweet
creperie.
crepes. It
Yes.
is, and they're just
No
phenomenal,
kidding.
delicious, made right in front of you.
Is that fairly new?
No, they've been with us for well over 10 years.
Are they really?
Yep.
Somehow must have blinked when I walked by them.
Yeah. Well, we get you over there. And then Cass River Bar and Grill as well. That's right inside of our main D building by the arcade and River Place shops. And they've got your, traditional American fare hamburgers, chicken tenders. They've got great specials every day, and as well as a full bar.
And shops in terms of gifts, clothing, things of that nature.
Yeah, it's a little something
you
for
really
everyone.
do have diversity in there, don't you?
Yeah. Yep. Bead shops, clothing shops. We've got Grand Traverse Distillery. We have a honey store, oil stores.
Cherry store. We got Cherry Republic. That's all your cherry goods.
Oh, wow,
Absolutely.
really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cherry Republic. An Irish store in our Germantown.
Yep.
Funky Skunk.
There's always been a good Irish store in Frankenmuth.
Yes.
I used to get sweaters in the one that was down on one of the side streets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Funky
Been a
Skunk's
while.
got all those, knit, heavy knit, raglan sweaters. Really, really beautiful pieces.
Yeah. And then when you want a sweet treat, we got those beignets from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have Sugar High with all their cupcakes and
Oh, yeah, well,
all their goods.
She's well known for her TV days.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. But it's a fun place to walk around, and it takes a while.
yeah. It is. Yeah, it's great. And it's just an extra thing for all our guests and visitors to do. People used to think Frankenmuth as, a day trip, and it's not. It's so much more. It's a full-on family vacation, especially with the Bavarian Blast Water Park open. You can come and spend 4 or 5 days in town
Easily.
easily.
Yes.
And eat yourself silly. We'll take our last break and be back to close out with our guests.
Switch it up and ride into it.
We're back with you here on WSCW, talking about the upcoming Frankenmuth Dog Bowl next weekend with Garrett Kerr, the general manager of Frankenmuth River Place Shops, and Bethany Childs, who's the director of events at the place. I see on the list there's something called, where did I see that? Just a minute, because I went, what? The Cluck and Pup something or other?
Yes, the Cluck
What?
and Pup patio party.
The Cluck and Putt. Okay, go ahead.
You don't want to say that faster.
So we're very, very excited for this. So this is a new expansion for Dog Bowl 2025. So this is happening at Covered Bridge Shops, but it's an expansion of Dog Bowl. So we will also have Dog Bowl vendors right down at Covered Bridge Shops right off of Main Street. And then they will also be featuring the Cluck Truck. So you can get your potato cheese puffs, your bratwurst.
Your butter noodles, Bavarian
butter
and
noodles.
chicken right there in the shadow of the covered bridge.
And then they also have some live entertainment. So just overall a huge party right there on Main Street. So when you're coming to Dog Bowl or from Dog Bowl, you're another area to hit and just have a great time with those vendors and that live entertainment down there.
Okay, so for the general public coming to town, let's say Saturday, what time does everything start?
9 a.m. So you want to get there, find a parking spot, but all the events start right at 9 a.m. It does fluctuate based on the schedule, but we have plenty of brochures all around property, some maps around too. So if you need to find something, there's maps all located, spread across with those brochures in there. Feel free to take as many as you want and use that. But
Yep.
right at 9 a.m., the fun begins.
Keep your eyes peeled for a big A-frames. We got signage. And then prior to 9, if you are an early bird, I'd say get out probably 7 a.m. if you want to see those early morning balloon flights.
And if you want to find a place to park.
That too.
And we got that 8:30 a.m. First canine cruise on the Bavarian Belle too. So if you want to partake in that, definitely come early.
Yeah. Swing by New Orleans, get a coffee, some beignets, and head to the boat. Make a early morning of it.
Yes.
So is there a website where people can get the list of activities and what's happening?
Absolutely. So that's dogbowlfun.com.
Dogbowlfun.com.
Yes.
Yep. You can also find us on Facebook as well. Our marketing department does a good job linking a lot of those papers directly to our feed there.
And that's Frankenmuth Dog Bowl.
And outside of the Dog Bowl, what's the normal hours for River Place shops?
So we open at 10 a.m. every morning, and then Sunday through Thursday we close at 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday we're open till 8 p.m.
Is that year round, or is that just during the summer season?
That's just right now. When we get into June, that's going to shift. We're going to have some later hours, but 10 a.m. is always going to be the opening time.
And 40 some odd stores.
Yep. Shops and attractions. Bookstores. Stadium. We got cards, game cards and
Yes.
fun. We've got a sock store. So, I mean, really.
A sock store?
Yep. Funky
Yes.
socks. 4 bare feet is what it's called. And, any type of wild socks. They got great dog socks.
They do.
For this weekend. I got a pair on today, so.
And bring your dog to the
Definitely.
Dog Bowl,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Just on leash,
Yes. Please be on a leash.
and please clean up.
Yes.
That's
And if you forget the poop bags, we got plenty on site.
We
We
do.
got you covered.
Yep. But our crack maintenance team really does appreciate when you pick up after them.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure they do. So does everybody else who doesn't have to step in it. That's-
Right.
Yeah, I did. I lost a pair of shoes last year, Art. It was really, I like those shoes, but such as the
Well, I mean,
danger of dog bowl.
When you got 5,000 dogs participating, it's, plus what everybody else brings.
Right.
Gee whiz, what a surprise.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a surprise. On a serious note, though, watering places, will you have watering dishes out for dogs?
We do. We provide the bowls for the watering stations. You're welcome to bring your own bowl as well. But we have doggy water stations placed across all of the festival grounds. It could be really hot weather. They could get dehydrated after running. So we want to take pride in providing those watering stations so no dogs get dehydrated. But we do have a pet first aid that will be on site as well. So if you need anything or have some questions, that'll be Baker College. They'll be coming out to just be our pet first aid. So in case you need anything, you can go right to them.
And, we'll have MMR, sheriff, and some private security on site. So, if you need anything at all, get a hold of them or a member of our staff, and we're always happy to take care of you.
Yes.
So, Bethany, if I said to you, you could only go to one event, one issue during Dog Bowl, what would it be?
I would probably say the wiener dog races. It's just a lot of fun seeing them little legs run across the field, and it really does come down to the noses crossing that line.
It does. We had a photo finish last year.
We did. It's great to see the audience get involved too. We invite all the guests down to the field to make a U, and that way the people, our guests sitting in the bleachers, can still see when they're sitting up in there. But just to see them all around the field and just really get into it.
Be part of it.
It's a great time to see.
All right. Well, Balloons over Bavaria and the Frankenmuth Dog Bowl all next weekend. Guys, thanks for being with us today. Garrett, pleasure.